Namaste, my name is Dhieyo and welcome to my channel. Today I'll tell you a little about how and why it is important to summon for our angels and our guides. Okay, now the word summon sounds a little harsh when we're talking about our angels and guides because we're so used to giving them so much of importance and care and guidance that we're always asking for their protection and their guidance and we're always folding our hands. But this part of it where you need to summon them, this understanding is not only important for you, but it's important for their understanding also. Okay, so that they can do the job that you've selected them to do. Now, understand this. Let's say a general is going in for a battle. Okay, this general is really looked upon by the entire army, especially all these young soldiers who are there in his army. Okay, he selects these young soldiers, you, I want you on my team. I'm going to go in for the battle. I want you high up on the mountains. You've got a higher perspective. Okay, so when you see something coming, you come and warn me. Otherwise, you stay there. But when I need you, okay, I'm going to summon for you. That time you leave everything and you come right there and then. Okay, this was the importance of this. So now when these soldiers are already high up in the mountain, over a period of time, they start noticing that this general that we really looked up to and we were like really impressed by him and we want to be like him is now all, oh, my soldiers and my guides and my angels and where are you and protect me and guide me and I need your blessings, I'm going for this. They're looking at each other like, what happened to him? What happened to her? You know, is this the person we want to be working under? We're waiting for his command, but we've not been trained to be begged for, to be prayed for. We're waiting for the command. That's how we've been trained. So over a period of time, when they see this going on, they just look at each other saying that, do you really want to hang around? Do you want to work under this general? I wouldn't want to work under this general, so I would definitely move, and this is how they move on too. And we are again all over there wondering what happened, why is it not working for us? Okay, because somewhere we've forgotten how important we as souls are when we enter this body. Okay, so all the Google images that you see of this beautiful woman sleeping on a bed or a guy sleeping on a bed and there are all these angels that are towering over them and looking at them sleep. If you think they're always around us, they're not. They're on a very higher perspective. If they see something happening, they will come for your rescue, they will come and guide you, but they're not around when you're sleeping. We love you, we protect you, you could be on the pod, but we will still love you and protect you when you're attending nature's call. No, it doesn't happen that way. Okay, so the value of this was obviously there in the ancient times. Okay, when certain people knew how to summon them at the right time. This time would be when they had to connect to the spirit world for a particular reason, to get some answers from the spirit world. Okay, for if they were going into battle, they would summon for their angels and guides that, okay, we're going in for battle, now clear all these negative energies that are there over there, so there's no doubt, there's no confusion being fed in our ears, in our minds. Okay, so they would summon these angels and guides, and the way they would do it was the most ancient way of doing it, and the fastest way of doing it used to always be a whistle, like a whistle. Because there's this very strong belief, and you're free to believe this or not, be in your own comfort level of what your idea of angels is, but the most ancient belief is that our angels and our guides, okay, they don't see and they don't hear, because to see and hear you have to be in a human form. They're not in a human form, so they would sense our vibration. Okay, but when you need to summon for them, how do you summon? And now your vibration could take long, so how do you get the message across fast, like a wireless immediate, you know, Charlie Bravo XYZ want you here right now. So they would always whistle. This hollow sound of a whistle would pierce through the matrix, pierce through Maya to wherever your spirit angels are, and they would be right there and then doing the job you've already told them to do, which is to clear all these negative energies. Negative energy means those negative spirits that are there at that time. So they would do it during prayers, they would do it during a battle or a certain spiritual practice. They would always whistle at that time. This is why a lot of cultures say don't whistle because you might attract bad spirits. But in the earlier time, it was always the good spirit. So they would always have a long whistle, like a very long one, and each one of them had their own way of whistling. Okay, so some would go, you know, so different way of whistling they would have. for them to be summoned. This over a period of time, this whistle over a period of time, for those who cannot whistle or could not whistle, even today there's so many people who can't whistle. I've got the strangest way of whistling because I don't even pout my mouth and I whistle. So for those who don't know how to whistle, that's when an instrument was invented, which was a flute. So Native Americans, when they would play the flute, okay, they would just blow that entire wind out so that it would go pierce through the matrix, okay, before their rituals. Okay, here in India we play the shank. We play the shank even now, but the whole importance of the shank has slightly been understood, that you're killing the germs to purify it. No, it's still always used to remove all those negative energies over there. Okay, there's so many cultures that play that like a didgeridoo. Okay, it's the same thing. You ask the Aborigines, they'll tell you it connects us to the spirit world. Now, when they mean connects us to the spirit world, it obviously means, now if you have an app of a restaurant, okay, now you're connected to the restaurant, but the food is coming because of the delivery guy. So it's the same thing when they play the didgeridoo, which was in earlier time that one blow, a long blow, which used to be connecting the spirit world. The spirits would come for them. That's how they were connecting the earth realm and the spirit realm. Okay, this was the importance of it. So over a period of time, even when kings and emperors and queen would enter their kingdom, they enter the courtroom, okay, they would always blow a long pipe, a long blower of a different tune, okay, not so that people would know that, okay, this king is coming over here. That's so that all the spirits can now come and remove all the negative spirits from there, all the bad spirits from there, the bad energy from there, so that they don't come and misguide the king and the queen or the emperor from taking a wrong decision. So they used to always blow that pipe. Okay, so this is something that you also can follow. Okay, you can also try this when you are sitting for your prayers, or you're looking for guidance when you're going to a place where you think, okay, now you really need these guys to be around you. You can always whistle. If you can't carry a didgeridoo, or you can't carry a shank or a trumpet, it has to be a hollow thing. It cannot be a whistle that has that ball inside which our coaches use. No, it has to be a complete hollow tune. That's how it is believed that even tunes started happening, because everyone wanted their separate tune. I have a separate tune, the other person has a separate tune. What if he uses my tune? So this is how over a period of time tunes started being made. Okay, so now you can play so many other tunes on a didgeridoo or a flute or any other instrument which is hollow. Okay, so that's also believed that this is how tunes started happening. Everyone had their own call signs. They were basically call signs. So if you're sitting for your, let's say even if you're for your tarot readings or for your prayers or for anything, you got to summon them. Okay, that's the best way of calling them. They always don't want to see you all folding hands, and sometimes they want to see you in that command. That, okay, yeah, they feel proud that, okay, we've been called by the spirit, the soul. Okay, so you can always try to whistle, add your own tune to it, make use of this knowledge. It's up to you whether you think, a lot of cultures think that, okay, you attract a negative spirit, but when you have your own tune to it, to this call sign, okay, you'll only attract your angels. And I think that's the best way of doing it. So try this out, and if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and until I see you again, have a good life. Namaste.